Hey, welcome to the Corbellic studio. I'm Corbellic. We're going to be doing another painting walkthrough where we're going to be doing a really cool abstract, colorful tiger. It's going to be like coming out the jungle. It's going to be coming out of maybe India. Where are these Bengal tigers from? I always think they're coming from India, right? I mean, that's something that, yeah, or maybe it's coming from the zoo, or maybe you can even have this be like a Tony the Tiger and put a Kellogg's thing on top of it. Maybe we'll do something like that on this video. I think that would be cool too. People love to change it up like that. So let's just have some fun with it and see where we're going to go with this painting. Knock it out. You know how we do. If you're new to this channel, this is where we do paintings within 7, 10, 12 minutes, 15 at the most, but we really want to push it within that time. So that way we make happy mistakes. We get on to the next painting. We're using acrylics and then we sell it on eBay. I sold over 17,000 original paintings. I didn't go to art school, and I show where you can do this as well. We use the projector, just knock it out. We're having fun. We're having a great time over here. So if you're not part already of the program and the community, get in there. Everybody's supportive and you're gonna have a good time. All right, this is our painting right here. Let's have some fun. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with like a watercolor. I just have the cheap basic brush. You can get this from the dollar store, just one of these little thingamajiggers. And let's do like some pink. All right, I got some pink right here. Then I'm gonna dab it back into some water. And look, it's just dripping all over the place, man. Look at this. It's a mess. And this is what it's all about. I like the drippage. It gives the canvas that je ne sais quoi, It gives it that look where it's like, wow, the artist really intended on doing that. They had so many different layers. They know what they're doing. They're just an expert. They're so confident in what they're doing. Look, and then we're gonna go into some yellow, right? Boom, boom, bang. Like I got water all on my hands. It's just dripping. All right, now the last color we're gonna do with some drippage, and this one we're gonna do heavy drippage because I want it to be like more of a drippage under here. People pay for the drips. Don't always try to perfect your art. People pay for the happy mistakes. They want the ugly. They want the ugly. Start taking yourself more to museums and galleries where people have the fine art stuff, or the museums, and you're going to notice the reason that people say they gain inspiration by going to these places is because you realize these people aren't special. I could do that too. I could even do it better, or I could do the same thing. Nothing new is under the sun. And let me tell you, when these people were creating these art pieces, they weren't thinking that they were anything special either. They weren't thinking anything about it, and they were probably insecure about it. A lot of times, the only difference is that they were working on a very large painting when they did it, and that's it, okay? But you can do this too. We're all creators. Let's dry this off with a heat gun and get back to it. All right, boom, there we go right there. So now what I'm gonna do is, now that we have somewhat of our principle right here, right? I'm just gonna go in here with some abstraction pastels. That way we just have an undertone that we know what we're doing, that we have this whole unique look, all right? Look at this. We're just going in here with random scribbles, okay? Random scribbles. And then let's go in with a different color. Look, I have some orange right here. I'm not even thinking about what color schemes that I'm doing. I'm not even thinking about where the placement is at least not too much, all right? And look at this. I know that it's a tiger, so it's based off of the orange, okay? So let's just look, and that's all I had left for this. Throw that in the trash. And let's do one more color, and then we can get on to punching this up with our main colors or whatever that's going to be. I don't know. Even if we have to paint over it. The thing about art, which I fell in love with, is that be comfortable painting over some of the things that you thought was perfect. Don't fall in love with your paintings. Don't fall in love with some of the decisions that you made. Be comfortable with some of the decisions that you thought you made at the time, which were the best decisions. Be comfortable with the idea of letting go and painting over it. Be comfortable with paint has to be layers. If you also study any of the masters, think about this. What do historians always study when they look at a master's painting? They always study the underpainting, because they always say that with every master painting or every beautiful painting from history, that there's a masterpiece underneath of it, because they always did the layers underneath of it. But also they painted on top of other paintings that they just didn't like. All right, so let's go into this right here. Let's add whatever colors that we want and just make it pop out. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but it always works out, right? Because we're doing it. I'm just going to take the 1-inch brush out, and let's add like a little bit of creamy white. All right, and we're just going to go in on this part. Oh, this is looking awesome. This is looking good, baby. I love this. People love a funky cat like this. Dang. And the thing is, you could put this in your buy it now store, or you could put this in the auction. And the reason that we have that option where we could play around with wherever we want this to go is because we're working off the idea that we're not falling in love with, oh, it took me an hour. It took me an hour to do this. No, it's not. It's already there. Look, we're not even thinking about this. We're just creating. That way, it's easier for me psychologically to let it go. It wouldn't be easy for me psychologically to let it go if I knew that I spent my whole day on a painting. That's why I always advise, get outside of your mind. Stop spending so much time creating these masterpieces, Mona Lisas, because you can't control what the market is going to do. And the only person that you're just going to drive crazy is yourself. You're making paintings so you can sell it to yourself. How crazy is that? You're not even making paintings. At that point, you're not even making paintings for the market. You're making paintings for yourself. You might as well just sell it to yourself then if you want to spend that much time on it, because you're thinking about it going up on your art, on your wall. Right? Just make the art. We don't have time to judge our own artwork. Even if it doesn't come out beautiful, it's going to come out beautiful because everything is okay. That's the part of it. There's so many copycats and people out there who's trying to make the same type of artwork that we've been conditioned that we need to make. And it's boring. It's funeral home art. Make art that comes from your soul and it's you. There's enough boring artists out there. They don't need another one. And that's not you. I know you're not a boring artist. You're a phenomenal person. And you have so many different stories and you have so many different emotions inside of you. Use those emotions to bring it out in your artwork. I hear it all the time from my clients. And they have great stories where they're like, I'm feeling like this, or my whys are like this, or I'm just tired of being in poverty. I'm tired of struggling. Then use that fuel to create your artwork. That's what I did to pull myself out of poverty, to pull myself out of making art that I'm caring about too much, to pull myself out of my mind. I used that story that I had, that emotion that I'm like, you know what? I don't care no more because I can't control. And I'm tired of feeling like I want to control. The more that you let go and let God work for you, the more that you're going to be blessed and you're going to see the miracle. Art definitely shows the miracle that it's inside of you. and it's already there. But the more that you try to hold on and control stuff, that's so stressful. And it gets to a point where you're like, I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted trying to control everything. I'm so exhausted caring. I'm so exhausted thinking and stress. I'm so exhausted worrying about how my sales are going to be, how the numbers are going to be. I'm so exhausted giving a damn, pretty much, right? Like, you have to get to that point. And it's, I had an awesome Q&A meeting this Sunday. I have mastermind meetings every Sunday in the community where we brainstorm and we go over important questions, but also I drop knowledge in there. And I was in there talking about, it's kind of like my teachings at times is like Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid. Starting off, you're not going to understand some reasons of why I'm telling you to do certain things, but then it's going to make sense later on. And now that I have a lot of the members that are on their first month, they're like, now I understand why you said to do this at the beginning. I didn't understand it at first and I was fighting against it. And now I understand why you told us to do this. And it's about a control because I've been through it. But when I was going through it, I didn't have a program like we have in a community full of people. We have over 1,000 people in the community who will help you get to your success, whatever level that you're at. They're there to help you. And when I was doing this, when I was grinding it out alone, I was doing it alone. So think about how crazy I had to be. You got to be like, you have to be crazy. A lot of, we're people are going through this now, but at least they're doing it in a community, and we're doing this together. But when I was grinding it out and really figuring out my business to sell so many pieces of art, I was doing it alone because I had to believe in it. I got to a point where I was just tired of trying to control everything. I'm tired of, because once I try to control everything, everything's controlling me. I'm tired of feeling like I need the sales to be this, or I need to care about this art. And then I got to a point in my mind where I'm like, okay, Corbellic, you're being a baby about all of this. You're making things out to be so difficult, where I'm like, I don't want to create fast art. I don't want to do art quick, and my ego was so attached to it. And I'm like, what's the worst that's going to happen, Corbellic? You're going to sell art, or what? You're going to go to jail? What, the art detectives are going to come down and put you in prison? Are you going to die from it? No, you're not. Like, you're making more of a big deal out of it than anything, when the only thing you have to do is just show up and do art. And there's so many people in the world who wish that they had that problem where they could just show up and do art. And here you are complaining, I don't want to do art fast. I want to do my thing. And then when I try to do my thing and control it, it never works out. And I'm stressed out because I'm trying to control life and I'm trying to control the outcome when I can't. But the only thing that I can control is like me not caring and me showing up. Some art pieces, they go with me and I like it. Some pieces I don't. And that's fine, because the ones that don't, for some reason, those are the ones that sell the most. And then the ones that I'm trying to have so much control over, those are the ones where the market's like, I don't care about that. And I can't get mad at the market. Oh yeah, well, you just don't know good art. You need to buy that from me. You don't know good art, man. All right. So we're done with this. This is our abstract tiger. All right. Look at this. We did this together. This is fun right here. People love it. It's original. It's authentic. It comes from me. We're just using the proportions from the projector, putting in whatever kind of art colors that come out of us. If you want to learn how you could do this and also be a part of the Q&A mastermind meeting this Sunday, click the link below, join us, and I'm going to see you.